Welcome back to Brewing Around the Realm. I am Dave, your amateur brewmaster. On this episode, I'm going to brew up an Anchor Steam clone. This is the second lager I have ever brewed. I know this is an easy and forgiving lager. I got this recipe from the December 2014 issue of Brewing Around magazine. This is supposed to have come directly from Anchor Steam, so I was kind of excited to brew this up. Brewed this in late April, which was getting a little late for lagers. It was getting close to summertime here, and the temperature was getting a little warmer, but I think this worked out great. I'm going to get started by taking you through the brew day. I'll give you all the ingredients that I used. I did scale this recipe up from 5 to 6 gallons. That's what I like to brew here. So let's get started with the ingredients for this recipe, and I'll take you through the brew day. I'll come back afterwards, give this a taste test. I have an actual Anchor Steam here, and I'm interested to see how this came out.
The grain bill for today is just 2-row and caramel 40. I chose to use California Select 2-row from Great Western. That seemed to be an appropriate selection for an Anchor Steam clone. I put some baking soda and gypsum into the mash water. Our hops are just Northern Brewer for today. Oral Flock and Yeast Nutrient go in with 15 minutes left, and today's yeast is San Francisco Lager WLP 810 from White Labs. Our mash temperature for today is 149 with an ambient grain temperature of 63 degrees. That gives us a strike water temperature of 161.5, which we hit straight on. Before mashing in, I added 1.5 teaspoons of gypsum and 2 teaspoons of baking soda to the mash water. Mash water temperature ended up being a little bit low. I compensated by adding a half gallon of 180 degree sparge water to the mash. I'll subtract that half gallon from the total sparge volume later. Total mash time for today is 60 minutes. During the 60-minute mash time, I prepared my 4 gallons of 180 degree sparge water. That is adjusted for the half gallon that I added into the mash to bring that temperature up to 149. "60-minute boil time for today, starting off with 1 ounce of Northern Brewer. Half an ounce of Northern Brewer with 20 minutes left. With 15 minutes left, in goes the wort chiller and Oral Flock and Yeast Nutrient. At flame out, I put in 0.6 ounces of Northern Brewer hops.
On the right side of your screen, I've got a real Anchor Steam. This is pretty nice here. This looks good. Smells good. It smells very similar to what came out of the keg. Now, I did keg this. I let it sit for about 4 weeks, but that keg kicked, and I have this bottle here. I did bottle a couple of these. I had some extra left over. So this bottle here is about 8 weeks old. I'm going to get this out of here. And this came out to be roughly about 6%. And I was very happy with that. That came out right about where I wanted it to. Didn't get much of a hit on that, but I just dumped some regular table sugar in there to get some carbonation. Doesn't look like carbonated very well. They smell very similar. nice malty backbone there, and I definitely think that they look just very, very close. I think mine's a little bit darker maybe, but I definitely like that. Let's taste the original first. Now that I taste that, I think the keg was maybe slightly oxidized. I know that had an issue, but it's not far off from that. I'm kind of surprised actually. Let me taste the clone. Yeah, the clone is a little bit more malty. It would probably be better if it had a little bit more carbonation in it. A little bit sweeter, but you know, overall, I think this is a really nice beer. I really like this. I definitely like this beer. I really enjoyed this. I think I will try it next time. I'll try it probably during the winter so I can lager this a little bit better. But overall, I think this was a success, and I would definitely do it again. So, until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you've watched more than a couple of videos on the channel, I hope you would take the time to click that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so you're notified of all the future videos that I upload. Until next time, remember, I make all the brewing mistakes so you don't have to.